Howdy folks, it's Donal Ward-McCarthy here with Keller Williams Realty, bringing you your update for Bloordale Village sales for January of 2021. As usual, we just jump into it. We give you the least expensive sale and the most expensive sale. And funny enough, there were only two sales in Bloordale Village last month. So quite easy. Quite easily done, as I say, QED. Okay, so the cheapest home that sold in Bloordale Village was this home, 1301 DuPont Street. Still quite a good price for this property, considering its location. This property has been on the market for a long time, relisted a couple of times, an investment property, a tenanted property. And the biggest, I think, difficulty with this sale, or the agent who sold us, their difficulty was looking at this picture. This is the last house on DuPont as you go east, right next to the development at the Galleria Mall. So you are going to have towers and everything right here. And they are in the process of building and digging right now. So even visiting this house, it was inescapable what was happening. But nonetheless, and probably an indicator as to how tight our supply is. As I mentioned, we're in one of my other videos, we have 4 weeks of housing supply. 4.9 weeks, I think, of housing supply in the Toronto market right now. So that's extremely tight. 4 weeks of inventory heading into our spring market. So I think this is an indicator as to what's happening in the market. This property finally sold because of that lack of supply. People don't have as many options, so they're going for the options that are there. The most expensive home sale was on Lansdowne. So two sales on Main Street. So this property, 779 Lansdowne, fetched 1.320 million. And this was a detached 2.5-story renovated home on Lansdowne. Also going to be near development. It's just not so obvious yet, but this property was facing the old TTC lands there at Patton and Lansdowne, which is going to have I believe, elderly care facility centre going in there with residences as well, focused on that demographic. It's just not obvious yet that work is starting yet. So anyways, and it's not going to be as high rise or towers or anything involved with it. So anyways, that was the most expensive sale. Now let's pull out. That's January of 2021. Let's actually pull out a bit and look at the sales for the last 6 months in Bloordale Village and get a bit perspective stepping back. So nothing much has changed here. I've been, pounding the same old drum for the longest time as we do these charts for the various villages we're in our neighbourhood. So anyways, there were 30 sales in the last 6 months in Bloordale Village. Again, another indicators to our tight supply. Okay, you can see your average price there, the highest price of a sale. Average days on market is just under 2 weeks at 13 days. And average homes are selling for 8% above asking. So again, a strong seller's market here. So indeed, if you do want to have a conversation, this may be the perfect storm for you selling in this current environment where the prices are the highest they've ever been in Bloordale Village. And depending on where you're going, whether you're upsizing, downsizing, moving outside of the city, whatever that may look like, would be worth to have a conversation to see where the opportunities might be for you and how to execute a plan like that. Okay, it's Donal Ward-McCarthy here. Thank you so much for your time. Stay safe. I know our kids are going back to school next week. If you're in that demographic, just stay safe, okay? And thanks so much for your time as always, okay?